Last month was probably one of my cheapest months when it comes to spending in gacha games and in general what we were doing, since we dropped a lot of games and the ones we're currently playing didn't have anything interesting to spend money on. So let's talk a little bit about our gacha grind for September 2024, how much I spent on the games that I'm playing, current accounts progression, and the games we've dropped, which are a few. So before we start, leave a like, subscribe, help me grow the channel. You have a playlist with all the videos going month by month, how much I spend in gacha games. That is the gacha grind. So let's start with, of course, everyone's favorite, Nike. Alright, first of all, I just got the Rapunzel MLB background. She looks amazing. I love Rapunzel. I just got her with a random single that I got for free, so I got her MLB. Pretty good. Now, when it comes to Nike, last month was, in fact, the last few months have been pretty cheap for me because I've been getting lucky with the pulls. First of all, the collaboration, I one-tapped every character, and then Quincy, we did 5 multis for her, I believe. So we've been getting pretty lucky, meaning I only had to spend last month $25. I bought the monthly card, $5, and I bought the Leona skin, this one right here, for 20 bucks. The Leona skin was a great skin, and it's something I didn't want to miss for obvious reasons. Outside of that, this month is going to be a lot cheaper because I'm not even interested on this month skin. They are doing one for Miranda, which is like whatever. I don't really like Miranda. I don't care about her, and her skin is cute. Don't get me wrong, it's a cute skin, but it's like, okay, I'm not interested enough on her. So last month I spent in total $25. Well, we disconnected from the server because a small indie company shift up, but we spent $25, and that's about it. We are right now about level 434, I believe, or something like that. Which is pretty good account progression. I've started to only go for one copy of every character in the game. So that's it about Nike. Let's move into the next game, and then we'll go over the games that we have dropped this month, right? So the second game, as you all know, and you just saw anyway, is going to be Theal Revive. This is a Korean game we're all waiting for. I'm still playing this game. I'm not dropping it. I'm just waiting for global. This is probably one of my most anticipated gachas, even above Girls Frontline 2. I know some people will be like, oh, Sefhi, how can you prefer Girls Frontline, this over Girls Frontline 2? But this is a really cool game. It's a game that doesn't take itself seriously. It's a meme gacha game where you collect good-looking characters, you pinch their cheeks, and that's it. Nothing else, right? A simple game. It is super free-to-play friendly. In fact, I've gotten most of the characters. I think I've been showing them every time I make an update, but I've gotten almost every banner since I started playing in June of this year. In fact, if I go to the characters that I am missing, I am only missing 5 characters right now, which is pretty good. Again, and I cannot spend money in this game, meaning, well, I spent $0 last month on Theal Revive. The reason I cannot spend money is because not because I don't want to. I would spend money even on the Korean version, but because to spend on Korean games, you actually need a Korean number. You need to have a Korean number attached to your account, which is really complicated. It's not worth the hassle just for a couple gacha games and maybe to try some MMOs that come out in those lands, right? So when it comes to Theal and Nike, $25 last month. That's my gacha spending. Pretty fucking good if you ask me. Now let's talk about the games that we dropped and if we spend money on those games as well, because there is actually 3 games last month that we just decided that it's time to let go. All right, 1 by accident, 2 because it's just too much. So first of all, Cat Fantasy. We talked about this already. I did not make a video, but basically the game is just rushing things too much. It's a cash grab, okay? A game that is not even 2 months old have already 3 gacha skins limited. It already had a collaboration which are limited characters, and they announced yet another collab. Yet another collaboration, this time with Food Fantasy, a really old game, some of you might remember. But another collaboration, 2 collaborations in 2 months, multiple limited banners, multiple limited gacha skins. This is a cash grab. There is no other way around it. The game is great, the models are great, there is a lot of really good looking cat girls, but it's like, it's not worth my time. It's not really, honestly. And you need to spend a lot of money if you want to get them, because you will get enough normal pulls, but you don't get enough red pulls, which is the currency you need to use in order to pull for the limited characters, the collaborations, and whatnot. So, Cat Fantasy, we dropped it. And when it comes to Sword of Combat Area, this is a funny one, okay? The game, if it was a normal SRPG, it would be amazing. Amazing. But it's a gacha game. And as a gacha game, it's mediocre. It is mediocre. You can't like a game while understanding where it shines and where it lacks things. And sort of comparatively as a gacha is just not good enough. In fact, I'll make a separate video talking about this because when I made my video 2 weeks ago saying, hey, I'm leaving this game, right? The game is boring for me, basically. It's a gacha game. I'm moving into another gacha game. It's probably my most disliked video, at like almost a 50% like to dislike, with like almost 200 comments. Some of those comments are people who understand that it's a gacha game. You move into the next one when you get bored, just like most gachas. But a lot of people who are playing Sword of Combalaria have this mentality of the game is an RPG first, an SRPG first. Gacha is secondary, it's not important. And I'll make a separate video talking about this because they just released a character on PvP that breaks the game on a competitive game where most game modes are oriented towards PvP. Not only that, but they also killed the content creator program and they did a couple more things that are pretty funny. So we'll talk about that on the next video. And then lastly, I want to talk about Girl Wars. Girl Wars, it's a game that I was enjoying a lot, but I switched emulators and that was a really bad decision. For those of you who don't know, I wanted to try Throne and Liberty when it came out. I was like, okay, I knew MMO, love MMOs, let's see how good it is. So I had to uninstall things, okay? Because I'm running on a 500 gigabyte drive. Yes, I know. What can I say? I don't want to upgrade, alright? I'm a cheap ass, I don't want to upgrade. So I had to uninstall my old emulator, which was Mumu, in order to install Throne and Liberty. And I did install Throne and Liberty. So I removed my old emulator and I could not attach my account because Girl Wars has a similar system to Dokkan, one of these systems where it's just a pain in the ass to actually link your account or move it to another device. I was like, okay, it's fine, surely I will enjoy Throne and Liberty. That game was dog shit, that game was awful, my god. It's just boring, it's a mediocre MMO, but it is what it is. It has some really cool systems, but for the most part it was a really boring game. So I lost my account on Girl Wars. Not much that I can do and I'm not gonna be restarting because I'm too lazy. So that said, we've spent in total $25 only last month in gacha games. Congratulations to myself for not being a gambling addict for once. Next month we'll probably spend more because there is a couple of gachas coming that I'm gonna be playing. So our cheapest month, just Nike and Trical, we're still waiting for Girls Online 2. We're getting a lot of gachas in the next 3-4 weeks. We're getting Haste River, Asnia Trigger, we're getting also Ash Echoes, we're getting Path of Exile 2. Fuck the gachas, we're playing Path of Exile 2. And so I'm gonna be spending more money on Path of Exile 2 rather than the other games. Oh, should I include Path of Exile 2 on my gacha grind videos from now on? Speaking how many cosmetics I buy in that game or not? Let me know. That's it, that's gonna be for this video. Just as usual, a small video talking a little bit one-to-one with you bosses, alright, about how much I spent. If you're comfortable talking about money, let me know how much you spent in gachas last month. If you're not comfortable, it's completely fine. Just let me know what gachas you're playing right now. That's it. Love you all, bosses. Thank you to my patrons for making this content possible. As usual, leave a like, subscribe. Good luck with your pool data rates, and see you in the next one. 役立たずは楽園から追放するのみ。ブランとノワールのショータイムです。天地万物を切るとはこういうことです。